We are on, everyone.
All right. So, Elora, tell us what happened last session.
Okay, I will. Once I do this, though, I'm gonna go quiet because it looks like for some reason the reactive Discord images aren't working, so I'll have to check that out. Last session we were on our way. We went to the to Golgotha or the whatever the whole
Bor Hashad.
Hashad, and brought the dwarves along for the blood pact. And then we head out from there to meet the refugees outside of the fungal forest. And on our way there, we were met with a furbolg woman who seemed to be being harassed by two large centipede-like creatures. We dispatched them and realized that she was Morik's sister and was running from one of the Gullian house members, the only boy in the group, I believe, who ran the slave pits, and she had escaped. We had a really tough battle with him and the drow that were following, and very, very slimly took him out and all of his followers. And then Morik decided he was going to leave the party with his sister to make sure that she was safe. And that's where we left off.
Okay. And so you say goodbye to your friend Morik. Possibly see him in the future, but who knows? But your destination lies southward in the city of Halath. To get there, you know that there are a few obstacles in your way. The fungal forest, as well as potentially a makeshift sanctuary for drow that have escaped Halath, who do not wish to be under the control of the House of Gullion. And so, I assume you guys would like to continue your journey.
Yeah, totally, my dude.
So really quick, I needed a count of how many humanoids we killed in that fight.
Oof. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Driders? They're not humanoids, they're monstrosities. Does that count? I don't know.
No,
We'll say it
I think it is. I think the golem specifically says humanoid.
9. It's 9.
9.
And I will need a finger from the Drow man.
Why? Why do you need this?
Make a survival check, DC 10. Otherwise, you got to go for a different finger. Which
It's
finger
for
do you
his.
want first?
Oh, I just need a finger. Doesn't
Which one
matter.
do you want?
Middle finger.
The middle finger, survival check, DC 10. Otherwise, you got to get another one. You butcher it. It just completely butchered. You didn't say guidance before.
Nah,
there is
fine.
one other middle finger that you can attempt.
Middle finger number 2.
This is
DC
12.
With guidance. Doesn't matter.
Jeez,
no middle finger for you. Which finger do you want? I'll give it to you.
And the pinky.
The pinky?
That's all he gets. That's all he gets.
Pinky
at this
promise.
point.
Ring finger. Right
ring finger. All right, you easily get the ring finger without an issue.
And what was his name again?
Gaeloof Gullion.
And I will take his head and his armor, and then all the bodies are getting stacked on the oh lord, the golem after we loot them.
He does not have any armor. He has like cloth and stuff. So.
Yeah, because he's a
whatever clothes
he's a monk.
Yeah.
He monk. He has no shirt though, so how's that gonna work with your beads?
I'll wear something over and bind my chest.
There you go. Be careful. Do you know that there are some people who have lost nipples because of them binding for too long at a time?
Good
to know.
Yeah, because when you crush your breast, you crush like the blood flow to it, so then your nipple can like die.
I can control blood flow.
And there's your PSA for today, ladies
Yeah.
and gents.
Be careful with your binding, friends.
All right.
Yeah, we also loot all these fuckers.
Okay. You are able to find.
Oh, can I try and harvest? I think the Driders have some good stuff. I'll look them up too, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think
69 gold pieces.
Nice. I'll add that to our group. I wish we could have robbed Morik
wasn't
before he
Guy
left.
Loof wearing some kind of really cool gauntlets too?
He was. They. You said you grabbed the clothing and everything, so I just lumped it into
Okay.
there.
Cool.
But yes, he has some really nice gloves. He also has just a really nice gloves. Did he use this? He didn't use this. I should have used this. I'm an idiot. You also find a potion of healing supreme.
Ooh, that would have been really good.
Nice. Yeah, that was.
He chose to
Dullahan.
run really fast instead.
Seriously, like, I need to look at my character sheet. I yell at you guys all the time.
Yeah.
Jesse.
So what you're saying is that we should.
I'm gonna hold on to that potion.
Open.
You know what?
bitch.
No, I'm gonna give it to Kertz.
No.
And
You
I'm
might
be
want
like,
to hold on to it.
no,
'cause you might have to pour it down. And
yeah, that's the point. Don't let it get to that point. And I look over, like, and quiet my voice, and I look over at Sporelina. It's like, she may not get you up the next time.
You actually just see Sporelina. She's carving hash marks into her leg, and above it has the letter K, and she's counting down how many times she has to get your ass up.
Kurtz kind of sheepishly smiles and takes the potion.
I think you're supposed to be the healer of this party, you little shit.
I'm a war cleric. I fight stuff.
Just
I
because
also
I can
included
heal doesn't
fighting
mean I
stuff.
will heal.
We don't have any dedicated healers. We all have kind of baby healers.
I'm sorry. I try my best. I'm not good with the medicine.
It's fair. Okay, so Driders, D. God, I'm so good. I made it almost exactly 2 Ds. Nuts. Sorry.
Nice.
Kaelor doing all this time?
That is a good question. I guess not
Over
much.
killing on the Drows.
Oh wait, I forgot. We're still around the Drow corpses? Oh yeah.
Indeed,
Yeah.
we are.
Oh, then yeah.
Violent slamming his dagger into all of them.
Oh no, he calmed down. I'm now just kicking a dead corpse in the ribs repeatedly.
Can I just pull him away to save some of his dignity?
So Driders are monstrosities, right?
Indeed.
So it's a nature check.
Okay.
I gonna do that. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da.
Natural. 20.
Oh!
Thank you, Roll 20, for once. I'm kidding. I take that back. You're beautiful and lovely. Please don't fight me. Ooh. So
You
that
guys
was
see that guy who rolled 4 natural ones in a row? It
No.
was
No.
on Reddit. It was on Reddit. He was like, "This is a 1 in 160,000 chance of this happening."
Well, congratulations, you lucky man. It happened to you.
It'll happen to you guys.
I don't like you said that with certainty.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I get 4 vials of Drider oil.
Mm.
1 use, so 1 vial contains enough oil to cover 1 medium or smaller sized creature. A creature covered by this oil gains the Drider's web walk feature for the next hour.
Fun.
Get also a vial of Drider poison. Can code up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition for 1 slashing or piercing weapon for 10 minutes. Applying the poison takes 1 minute. Any creature successfully hit with it receives an additional 2d8 poison damage.
All right. So you are able to recover said things. And what are you guys doing now?
Contemplating life's existence and the fact
Yeah.
that I almost died again.
A couple times actually. I think. No, or
Yeah.
did you only go down once, or was it
I'm-
just
I am a soft human. I think it was only one time. I think Laura took the other one because I was supposed to be the one that died, but Elora took the hit. Anyway.
Does anybody need to rest before we continue our journey? How far are we from the refugee camp?
You don't know where the refugee camp is. You just know where the fungal forest is. You know that the refugee camp is just outside of the fungal forest.
Yeah, I thought we kind of just do the roundabout of it.
Also, I should also mention, please expend 5 rations during that last skill challenge. I don't know if you guys did or didn't, but there were 5 days in between. So spend 5 rations if you haven't done that already.
Fine.
And there will be... Uh-oh. Did everyone just get locked out?
No.
Roll 20 just completely booted you all for some reason.
I'm
Oh.
still in here.
I'm still
I'm
here.
still in here.
Yeah.
Cool. Then my roll 20 is really fucky. It just says Kertz is here and that's it. So that's
Yay.
interesting. And now...
Oh.
Yep, roll 20 is being fuckery. All right, so you guys begin heading down to the fungal forest. It's going to be another roughly 5 days travel. You know, according to the information that you were given from individuals, that there are many tunnels that can lead to the fungal forest. Not lead to. There are many tunnels before the fungal forest. And if you were to make a guess, you would assume that Forlorn is within those tunnels. It's not a direct path. You have to skulk around a little bit, but otherwise you know that is likely the place where Forlorn is, just before the fungal forest, about 5 days' time. So what I'm going to need you to do is to expend another 5 rations, and you don't need to do a skill challenge. I think that you guys have done enough, and
Thank you.
but you will need to look for Forlorn. I'm gonna need a skill challenge for that.
Okay. 1 second. If you guys don't have rations, I have some rations, and then I also have good berries. So
I've got 10 rations left if anyone needs them too.
okay. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that they were going to be able to eat. So
All right, roll initiative. It looks like Kertz might be going first.
Why do I have... a special skill called initiative? Why did I have the +2?
Because you
Clavic
you
Moonblade,
took
right?
up that one.
Yep.
I don't see the tracker up either.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't click on my token because I just did this challenge.
Yeah, we normally just do it in the thingy. All right.
Okay.
So Kertz, tell us,
Still waiting for Kaelor to roll.
Kaelor.
Alrighty. Here we go.
All right, Kertzy boy, tell us. What do you do to find Forlorn, or to stave off any other intrusions?
Kertz is going to listen and watch around for the denizens of the Underdark and try to keep them at bay some way, but mostly going to be listening, watching, waiting for them.
Keeping them at bay would be like intimidation or persuasion, or animal handling if they're like beasts, like insects, or perception if you're just going to keep an eye out. What are you trying to do?
I'm just going to keep an eye out and let people know. I misspoke. I meant to do just looking around.
Yes, you would have had a long rest because it's a 5 days travel. So please do a long rest
Thank
before you do this.
you.
Also, Curtsy Boy, you are no longer poisoned, and Sporelina, you no longer have your mushrooms.
My shrooms are gone.
All right,
Your shrooms. beautiful.
beautiful perception. And Sporelina, what do you try to do?
Oh, I'm gonna survival the hell out of this, bud. That's not Sporelina, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you trying to sound like you're from Fargo?
Yeah, Sporelina
Oh,
just
God.
becomes a hoser real fast.
A hoser.
Yeah, it's like slang for Canadian.
No,
Can
I
I
know.
use, can I use guidance on skill challenges?
For one person, sure.
Okay.
Oh, I
No.
just realized that you failed your skill challenge.
You don't know what the DC is.
It's
It's
always
also-
18.
It's not always. That's for battles and
Oh.
like making
Oh,
sure.
okay.
This is for finding forlorn. All right, Sporelina.
Okay. That was weird. Yeah, survival. I'm going to be like checking tracks, checking just to make sure that we're not like close to any beasts of any sort as well, and making sure that we're on the correct path.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check. 17. Kaelor.
Okay. Are there anyone on the? Is there anyone on the road or the cavern, so to speak?
There could potentially be some individuals, particularly if anyone, it would be either Ahul or Drow.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I don't think there's a skill check for be racist, so
Okay. Well, Obviously, it's time to be the Inquisitor and intimidate and threaten some Drow to tell me
Oh my
where
God.
it is.
All right. Beautiful. And Cinna. Your guidance in your brother?
Yeah,
No,
yeah. No.
All
no.
right. Cinna.
I'm going to the best of my ability, try in the dark to locate any, like, try to investigate for any tracks, or that would probably be more of a survival.
It would.
What could I do to use investigation? What could I do? I could. We're passing people, right?
Potentially. There's the abstract construct.
Okay. If we happen to pass people, could I maybe, in a more friendly manner than my brother, kindly ask them, possibly directions of where we're trying to go?
Okay. Persuasion. Okay. And Elora.
Well, I was gonna use persuasion. So...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
It's not.
Intimidation. I can't for the life of me come up with a good reason to use athletics. So what we'll say is when we do come upon some Drow that look like they may be from I will don the head of Kachuk, and I will use deception to say that I am a detractor from Haloth and seek audience with the people of Forlorn.
Okay. Deception.
Now, when you say don the head, is that like take yours off and put the other one on?
Yes. I
All
still
right.
get a little squeamish when you do that.
With Kertz's perception and just making sure that you guys stay off of the track of different animals and beasts and monstrosities that roam this deep underworld, he's able to keep you guys away from those types of beings, as well as just notify you if he sees anything coming up, like a big crevice or whatever. Sporelina, with her survival checks, she is able to locate what look to be tracks that are humanoid in nature. They are going away from the main road and are heading toward a Swiss cheese-like cavern area off to the side of the road, and you begin tracking your way through there. Kaelor, with your intimidating stature, and with Cinna's less persuasive stature, and with Elora with her deception, that is not as deceiving as Kaelor's intimidation. You guys all see, as you guys travel for the next 5 days, you're inside this part of the cavern system, and you can see off into the distance what looks to be, I'm going to assume, Kertz, what's your dark vision range?
0.
All right, so that check should have been with disadvantage, which didn't matter. All right, so then Sporelina, you're probably the one who would see it first. You can see way off into the distance. What's your thing? It's like 500 feet.
No, 120 dark vision.
120.
Yeah.
All right, off into about 120 dark vision away. You guys are kind of making your way through the dark tunnels until you see and hear clattering and what sounds like activity. The first activity that you've seen in days. And as you see, Sporelina, off in the distance, where you were expecting a group of Drow, you see what looks to be halfling stationed with spears at some sort of a cave entrance. It's a small cave entrance, maybe 20 feet across, and these halfling are just keeping an eye out, looking at anything and any other things. But in the background behind them, you can see fire off of the rebound of the caverns. You can see the reflections and such. But you assume that there's a halfling community.
Mm.
You guys are about 120 feet away. They haven't noticed you yet. What is it that you do?
I mean, halflings aren't like notoriously evil or anything, so I would just say we could just like walk past them. I don't think we have to hide from them.
You don't feel like they're going to be a threat?
Yeah, I would assume not.
Okay. I can go with that.
Passing into any place that we are not specifically welcome to, we might want to ask for permission to enter.
I think it's best to be polite.
I mean,
and
sure.
I stare at Kaelor.
What? I'm always polite to halflings.
It's not the halflings.
What?
Okay, so go ahead.
You're not insisting that, like, I have to treat them like the Drow like people, are you?
Well, I mean, I guess not. Honestly, I think at this point that would make your head explode. So
I'm gonna mount Barry, who's still got all his little mushrooms on him, and I'm gonna lead to the front and put my hand up as we get within like 60 feet. Be like, Hail, we seek entrance to Forlorn. We assume that's where we've come.
As you are on top of Barry and you say this to these halfling, you see the halflings with the spears kind of sway in the breeze, kind of moving back and forth, but they don't acknowledge you.
Okay.
Can I take a closer look to see like how responsive they're actually going to be?
How close are you getting?
Not very close. As close as my eyesight will allow.
Ree's running back to her computer. I'm
gonna grab Cinnamoira and I say, no, babe, no, and I'm gonna detect magic on them.
And I'm doing divine sense.
All right. So detect magic has a range of what?
60 feet, I believe.
I thought it was 30. 30
I
foot
have
radius.
double because I get double.
Oh. All right. So as you reach out, you're about in line with where Elora and Barry is, and you can reach out and you feel no magic.
Any necromantic energies coming from them?
As for your divine sense, that's a look up on my part. Give me a second.
Tell me why my first I don't know why my first thought was that this was like a creature that like a demon or something that's underground using
Like puppeting body.
puppeting gnomes
Don't
to
give-
try puppeting.
Stop giving Jesse ideas.
I'm gonna
you
put
reach
that in
out
one of
with
my
your
campaigns.
divine sense, you detect no fiend, celestial, fae, or undead. As for Sporelina, I apologize, you do detect magic, illusory magic.
They're not real. I don't know like why they're not real, but they're not
Can
real.
I throw a rock at one of them just to like confirm that they're not real?
Make a ranged attack.
Kind of like Thor throws that cup at Loki in the one movie.
Yep, exactly.
Nothing crazy, just what would that be?
A d20 plus whatever your range attack is, which looks like it's a +6.
Yeah, I would say dexterity, yeah.
19.
As you throw the rock, you hear a very satisfying "ow" as you hear one of the halflings with a very deep voice, gargly as well, just kind of say "ow."
Hi.
I would like to knock Kaelor out.
What?
I would like to knock Kaelor out.
Lower out.
Duh. Basically, that was the next step. What?
Alright, so Kaelor, are you gonna let him knock you out?
No.
Of course
Alright,
not.
Kertz, make a,
Very
make
brother
a
thing.
weapon attack.
Just fists. I assume.
Sure, fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I want to like just. Are you
I'll
actually
explain.
here?
You smack him in the back of the head, making him a little bit dazed, but otherwise he doesn't fall unconscious. We'd be here for a while to do that.
What is
and
happening?
Kaelor, you just got smacked in the back of the head by your brother, and you feel dazed. What do you do?
What the fuck?
I'm gonna try and tie him up. At the very least.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing? No! Wait, is that a Drow over there? I need to kill him!
I'm okay with this.
And
Lucky.
as you are trying to tie him up, I'm gonna need athletics checks contested.
I'm honestly, I have taken a seat on a nearby mushroom and I'm now
Can I
intriguedly
do
watching
ac-
this.
Can I do acrobatics?
Sure, I'll allow that. You're trying to
I'm
squeeze
Roots
gonna
can
do
your way
it
through.
guide
for
himself.
Lena because it was just more or less. I just didn't know if because
Wow.
Try as you might, your brother is strong, damn strong, and he just ties the rope. You can still walk, like your hands are pretty much bound, but you can still walk.
This is like weirdly kinky. What is going on?
Well, we know he's at this point genocidally racist. And if these are the Drow, I would like to keep them alive.
Oh. I mean, fair.
I mean we
Probably
can always
should've
raise
talked it out.
dead.
I'm gonna take out one of the marks of the Golian family, the spider amulets that we have, and I'm going to stuff it in the mouth of Gailoof, and then I'm gonna jump down off of Barry, and I'm gonna bowl the head towards the end.
Okay. As you bowl the head to the entrance,
Question,
you see the
what's your
halflings.
finger placement?
Ew.
Is it like
I would figure
It's-
eye, mouth?
It's a granny roll with one finger in each ear.
Love that. I love that.
As it rolls, the halflings stare very lazily and look down at the head, and one halfling just goes, looks like it's one of ours. Yep. One of ours.
Wait, are
And then he just gives it like a little poke with his spear. Yep, he's dead.
These guys
I'm so
high?
confused.
I start checking the whiteness
Was-
of their eyes. Like,
Was
are
the
they
illusory
drugged?
magic on the halflings?
They were. As for the whites of the eyes, how close are you getting, Sporelina?
I'm getting closer to them.
Oh,
I'm
so you're
I'm
gonna pull me
curious now.
away because
I have an AC of 17. Hey, Cinna, what's your AC?
not that, but
Yeah, okay, great.
Still-
I'm gonna.
It'd be 18 if Jesse let us fucking hit level 12.
I would. I'll walk like up to like 10 feet in front of them.
All right, as
I
you
will
get to
stay
10
within.
feet, one of the halfling takes his spear and very slowly says, "Halt! Are you a drow?"
I look myself up and down. Drows have literally never looked this good in baby pink, but nice try.
No, she's a mushroom person. You can't just ask someone if they're a mushroom person. That's racist. As the other guard looks at him.
Kaelor.
What are
I'm
you
like,
on?
Yeah, no. I know that would be so racist. Like, I mean, how could someone insult a good, upstanding mushroom person and assume that they're a drow? Just the indignity.
We're called Funglettes, but I digress.
Okay,
What is?
Sorry, I use the appropriate term from now on.
Thank you.
I'll step forward in front of Sporelina and says, I am Drow, and we seek passage to Forlorn.
Oh, a drow. Yeah, you're welcome here. Anyone's really welcome here. You can go talk to Karkar Shan. He might be able to help you. Har, and I will type that.
Seems legit.
You always
Yeah, I'm inside.
relaxed.
What do you mean?
You seem to be talking very slow.
Um,
Am I talking slow? No, dude. In fact, you're talking fast. Like,
Oh,
really
they are high as
fast.
kites.
It's like
can
the
I?
cold opening in Brooklyn Nine-Nine when they like have the cold brew and they think everybody else is going slow, but they're really going super fucking fast because of all the caffeine.
Curtsy
Wait,
boy.
did they do like a coffee stout or something?
Curtsy boy, go to the secondary voice channel.
I got a natural one.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
exactly.
Yum. I'm gonna just like eat all of this. Did you want some of this pasta, Jer? Because like,
Oh.
you're gonna have to stop me. Okay.
I'll just eat more pecans than you. Because we'll end early, which means we'll have pecans early, which means we can get them straight out of the oven.
Ooh, are you roasting pecans?
Cinnamon
Mhm.
sugar pecan.
Yeah.
Oh, I am jealous. That sounds delightful.
Oh, yeah. They're going to become a staple around our house now.
Nice.
Super easy to make. So there was an update. There was an update with the Discord reactive images and everything got screwed up. I have to fix that for next session.
Kertz is gonna reach into his bag and pull out a ripped piece of cloth and put it over his mouth.
I am beyond confused right now.
Muting yourself? I'm confused.
No, like an N95 mask.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no. Oh no, I am putting on a mask as well.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna whisper to Kertz. Are we talking poison or disease?
Little column A, little column B. Maybe, I don't know. They look like Sporelina. but Drow.
Wait, they're mushroom.
Oh,
drow?
they're fungal servants. Oh, my dad makes these all the time.
I'm
From-
a what?
from
Excuse-
natural,
hang on,
from
time
natural
out.
death.
Wait a minute, what?
It's not a big deal. You know, sometimes people die in the fungal forest, and instead of wasting the dead, we implant fungals in them, and then in their death, they help farm our fields.
Okay.
Less problematic than I thought.
I don't
Okay.
see why that's so weird. It's just like,
Yeah,
good old
Reduce,
Bodhi over
reuse,
here.
recycle, I guess.
I
but at the
promise we
same
don't
time-
actually just like murder anybody for it, but if they happen to die within our territories, then yeah, we make use of them.
But then why are they like, you
high as a
know?
kite.
Well, actually, can I do a insight check to see if they seem like they're actually just kind of slow, or if they're just fucked up?
Make an insight.
I'm
Kertz, what was
gonna
that insight for?
assist on that one.
To see if Sporelina was being entirely truthful about just not murdering people.
Oh, okay.
Sporelina.
Take
Roll
advantage,
again for the
Kaelor.
Instance.
She being truthful, yeah. Her parents or her tribe is not a murderous tribe. They are generally chaotic good or neutral good.
I mean,
As
it wasn't going to be a problem. Just a little bit curious. Let's see if we were going to have to deal with that.
As for Kaelor, yes, you determine that these guys, they are pretty messed up in the head. They seem to be not exactly lucid or all there.
Could Sporelina do a nature check to make sure that's what she's actually realizing these are?
Sure. Actually, I'll allow that, yeah. With disadvantage. 12.
Why? With disadvantage?
Because you
Doesn't
see
matter.
halflings in front of you.
I did say they were Drow.
Yeah, he
Hmm?
did.
Yeah,
He did
but
say that they were drow, that they look
it's
like-
hard to determine when you can't see what it is that you're looking at unless you go up and feel them.
What if I... Can I do this?
Spell magic. Okay. Sure. Use that. So you use the spell magic, and
I'll use
as
it,
you
I can only
do-
use it on one of them, so...
Sure. And as you do, you dispel the magic from this halfling. And now what you see before you is a drow with a sling around his arm, holding the spear, missing a hand in the other, covered in boils and other fungi, decaying his skin, and his eyes just look glazed over, still alive, still present, but obviously dying, decaying in front of your eyes. At this point, you can now smell what is happening. Sporelina, this might smell very, very similar to what you grew up with. Smells kind of okay, but there's something wrong about it. Something that you are not familiar with. Decay is not something that you shy away from, but there's something different about this kind of decay. The rest of you can smell it. It is fucking like fungus, decay, gross oozy boils stuff. It's nasty.
I'm gonna make a con save to not throw up.
Sure. DC 10.
Could I perhaps use either my herbalism kit or my alchemy kit to like kind of do some testing on him to see what's going on?
Sure. Do you want to use his consent or just do it?
Yeah. Excuse me, can you just hold out that finger for me?
This is my spear holding finger.
Ask him to hold out the
Hold on
stub.
to the spear, point at your finger.
Okay. See, points it out. Whoa, it keeps getting longer and longer.
Yep. It sure
Wow. We should call you the Pinocchio Finger.
does. I'm gonna just take a sample from his finger.
Okay.
I do a medicine check on the boils to see if it's anything I've seen
Sure.
previously.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
So I know that there's things like called. I know that people make things like spore servants, like my family make, but there is something is like a little off about him. Generally, they're a little less talkative. Actually, he still feels like he has part of his original personality, which is generally not what it's like. But he does almost seem like he has become a partially plant.
Yay, I guess.
Do the fungal servants
Are
have to be
you?
dead?
As
Or can
for
we-
Kertz, you've never seen these kinds of I would say you've seen these boils before. It's a sign of decay, but you've never seen it on a live person. As for Sporelina's herbalism kit, would this be I guess that's that I'd allow it. As for this herbalism
It's the same.
kit,
It's the same for my other ones.
yeah. As for this herbalism kit, you kind of look through it, do a few tests. It takes about 10 minutes of you sitting in front of this guy as he's just like staring off into the distance, looking at mushrooms and laughing about his childhood or something like that. And as you do these tests, you realize that it is a little bit of half and half in terms of, yes, it is a fungal infestation, one that you are very aware of, one that is quite common. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's something that is just part of nature. You do it plenty of times yourself. But then there's a different side of it, a side that you've never seen before, a side that is more alien than you have ever seen in this kind of a mutation before. You have no idea where it comes from, but you know you've never seen this before in the Underdark or in the Upper World.
Wow, that's strange. I know that one of the funguses or fungi, but there's another strain in here that is completely alien to me. How do you feel right now?
How does anyone feel right now? I mean, we're just waiting for it to come.
Waiting
will
for
it
what to
come?
come?
It.
Big D?
No. It's Xenoflora. Yeah. That's it. There is always a higher link in the food chain.
Uh-oh. Can I do a religion check, maybe?
Sure.
To see if this is like some sort of higher being that's eating them?
Sure.
Terrible.
Unfortunately, you do not know. As for the kinds of beings that could do this, it would have to be a being of great power that you've never experienced before. Much greater than anything you've experienced before. If what he says is true. That's, of course, if you believe it.
Well, I kind of do, because it's like, it doesn't seem like he could really genuinely lie right now. Well, should we go through and see what the hell's happening?
I guess I think we should proceed with caution and mask up so we don't inhale
Yeah,
anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that you guys do that.
Untie Kaelor.
Kaelor, you are untied.
See, you're always overreacting.
I'm gonna make
Are
it
we
right.
though?
If anything, well,
So,
I'll
as you
save
guys
that for
walk
later.
down this cave, you can see that these, quote, halflings, actually Drow, are just scattered around in tents made from what looks to be different parts of the mushroom of the fungal forest that is nearby. You are not currently in the fungal forest, but you do see that there are lots of different kinds of fungi all around here. And as you walk in, you can see these drow with boils. They're all beat up. The illusion is slowly fading as you realize that this is an illusion and you're able to see past it. And you can see that all these drow look very similar to those guards that you just saw. They have missing limbs, they have bruises, they have gouges in their chests. They are dying. They have fungus growing
Ugh.
out, and they all look like they just are an inch away from death. One in which Drow crawls forward and starts slurping the water. This water does not look healthy to drink, but just tries to slurp it as best as they can and then crawls back into their tent to the best of their ability. You can see in front of you a pile of gold and treasure, all in the center of this makeshift area. If you had to guess, there's probably close to maybe 200 drow as you begin walking forward. 200 drow, and all of them look very, very much the same. Just beaten, bruised, and not looking good. In one of the larger mushroom areas, you could see what looks to be some sort of an acid spilling out from this fungi. But the thing that catches Sporelina's eye is, in fact, the largest. There's a word here for it.
Morale?
Nope.
Moral?
Nope. Stop it. Reading. Can't fucking find it. You see the largest mushroom that you have ever seen, and it is the entire cap of this mushroom is hovering over maybe about 30 feet above all of these tents. It's got to be at least 200 feet tall and like 300 feet wide, just the biggest of caps that you have ever seen. And it is just beautiful and glorious.
And
Wowzers.
probably secreting a shit ton of toxic fumes into the air.
This is probably like a super bad cave for them to have chosen. Wow.
Kurtz turns around
Okay.
and walks away. He's gone.
I'm gonna try and
Where are you going?
Big ass pile of gold. Last time that happened, we died. I'm out. Not doing this.
Get back here right now.
Hey, how about you just hold my hand and you don't get to let go of my hand until we're out of here, okay?
No promises.
I own your life. You get back here right now.
Can I reach to the guy that was crawling to the tent? Can I touch him with lay on hands 5 points? Because I can neutralize a poison or end a disease affecting a creature. I don't know if this works in the same way as that would, but I might as well give it a...
Just curious.
So you want to get rid of a disease potentially, yeah?
Yes.
All right. You can see that some of the fungal aspects of this guy begins to fall off. Some wounds begin to close up. I don't know what the word is. They heal as this individual becomes a little bit more lucid as he looks at you and just... It's taking over.
What is taking over?
Don't know. It's taking over even the fungus. It's taking over the fungus. And the drow. Crawled here from Haloth.
What's...
Too many to fight. Don't have enough fight in me left.
Too many what to fight, darn?
They come in droves. House of Gullion chased us out, and they succeeded. We tried to escape. And just as he says this, you can see the other aspect was not healed and begins taking over his body as his eyes go a little bit more lucid and he begins saying, Just waiting. Waiting for it to come. Should be soon. Any day now.
Okay.
Let's go.
Um,
Well-
Let's leave. Let's get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Haloth, we haven't been there yet, right?
Correct.
No.
That is the
that was
Drow
where.
City.
Yeah, that's the people that are like attacking everybody, right? Or
But something else is going on here. Well, should we try and gain an audience? I mean, with the person that we were told to speak with, perhaps we can gain some kind of understanding as to what's going on here.
I mean, we can try. I don't think it's going to. I can't say that we're gonna actually have too much luck with it, but
Ree wants to do something.
can I roll some nature checks for the mushrooms that are in here
Absolutely.
and see if any of them are like similar to what's happening to them?
Sure.
I will assist.
And guidance.
Boo, 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 doo, doo, doo.
All right. Yeah, you're able to identify. We'll just point at the one you guys are in front of currently, because I don't know if I've shown you guys this one before, but just for funsies, you know that this is a tiger blood mushroom.
Yeah, I have
who-
some of these.
Okay, so yeah, you identify this pretty readily, pretty quickly, and as you identify it, you know that they're natural, they're part of the fungal forest. But then you look a little closer, and you could see that the pool of blood that is supposed to be in these things has been tarnished. It looks like something is also taking over, some sort of a blemish, and that's when you realize that your companions have seen something similar to this before, when they had to go into the mines of the fungal farms in Embla to eradicate some sort of a alien force taking over the fungal farm in the mines, and save a few individuals, some mercenaries and engineers, from those mines.
Little evil mushrooms. And the big evil
Oh.
mushroom. The ones that killed me.
Evil mushrooms? That's not very fun.
Oh. This may be a sore subject, Sporelina, but what's the best way to kill a mushroom?
Fire.
I will turn to Kaelor. Maybe keep that in mind, buddy. Does the large, given her nature check, the large mushroom that is hovering overhead, does it look natural, like a type of mushroom she's seen before, just a gigantic form of one, or does it seem unnatural and strange?
So, Sporelina, you would know that ginormous mushroom is called an Audire bolitas type of mushroom. And you know that it is, in fact, very natural. You've never seen one this big before.
Well, I'm an Audire Funglette. They're
Mhm.
like the mushrooms that create us.
Exactly. So you know that this bad boy, he is just enormous. He is the biggest one you've probably ever seen. And as you probably would go up to the stem or stalk of this giant mushroom, you can put your hand on this mushroom, and you realize that yes, it is also in fact dying. And
Oh.
do you have anything that allows you to communicate to
Yeah, I
mushroom?
can talk to all fungus.
At will?
Yeah, that's like part of my trait. Yeah.
As you reach your hand over this giant mushroom, you feel something awaken within it. It is, in fact, sentient. Not the brightest, but still
Right.
sentient enough to say, to help me. Help
I-
us.
I would love to. What is going on?
Bad disease. Bad disease.
Where is it coming from?
Brought by Drow. Brought by bad mushroom.
That's awful. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna have to go to Halath.
If there's
Okay.
rot, then it would be here, wouldn't it? Whether or not Halath brought it here. Can you
Fair, yeah.
ask him where the rot is located at?
Where's the rot, babe?
All around.
Let's see.
Right as you say this, you hear a dong dong dong. I damn it! Told you to shut up! As you see coming out of this particular mushroom right here, this other large mushroom, not nearly as large as the other one, you guys see a drow completely covered in boils, very similar to the ones that you saw before, but this guy, he has the biggest boil right on his neck. And he begins scratching it as he comes out of this mushroom. Like there must be a hollow inside this mushroom as he tosses some sort of a metal pan. And he says, bad luck. Bad. Again. As he walks over to the acid and he starts like pulling the acid into the tin. And it's burning his hand. He's not even noticing. And just goes, do it again. Car, do it again. And he runs back into the mushroom. And I will be right back because my son is crying.
Okay,
Oh no.
we'll allow it. That was weird.
This whole place is weird.
You need to check out that little the water hole. Something.
I think there's just this whole area is just not.
I wonder if I
Good.
do plant growth, it would help.
I say,
I don't think it will.
we cause a cave in and leave.
It's not just here though. And it's all that you would just kill this beautiful mushroom that creates my people, Kertz? I would choose your words so carefully.
She does, kind of keep you.
He doesn't say anything more.
Smart man.
Does anyone have purify food and drink?
I know.
Yes,
Give me sleepy times.
I do. You should be full health.
I was gonna say.
I can't change it out without sleepy times.
Oh, you.
Oh.
So no, you have the carpet, right?
No, that was Morik.
He never got it back from you when he left, so you have the
guess
carpet, right?
that's true. Yeah, totally. Totes my goats.
Well, a couple of us could fly to the top of this mushroom and see if perhaps there's something on top of it that's... Because that would be the best way to disseminate whatever rot is being caused, is either through the water or through the thing that covers everything else.
Yeah. It's just this whole situation is not my favorite.
I am not amused.
Neither am I. This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies, and I want to help, but I'm very scared of what we might be getting ourselves into.
Well, step one, probably don't drink any of the water or eat any of the mushrooms in here.
Yeah, no worries on that.
Alternative plan. We kill everyone, and I upgrade my golem by 2 tiers.
Oh my god.
I like this plan. This is a good plan.
But what if it infects the golem?
For the record, if they are considered spore serpents now, they would be considered a plant and not a humanoid
Oh, no,
anymore.
he said that they were still alive, technically.
So are spore funglets. They're not considered undead, but they are considered plants once they're taken over.
I can hit them all with lay on hands and remove this fungus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very intrigued by the disease, actually. Not
Yeah.
so intrigued by the fungal parts of this.
Okay, why don't you just say that you don't
Well,
like
see,
me to my face?
the
No,
disease,
I mean-
the remove of the disease removed the fungal portion of it, but something else was still controlling its mind.
Exactly. It's
So
not
that's-
against the fungus, it's just it's a known quantity. Sorry.
Like, I know not minocoids. What the fuck are they called? God damn it, the tentacle people. Anyone?
Oh, the mind flayers?
Mind flayers have psychic abilities to hold on and break people's minds, but if this is something to do with the other mushroom things, I don't remember the other mushroom thing doing any kind of psychic damage, so or any kind of enchantment. Would that be a good thing to ask Jesse if the whatever the secondary thing is giving off any kind of enchantment vibe, because you did still have just detect magic up for a while.
Now, this is going to sound super bad. Do you guys think we could take some of these fungus spores and, maybe
Weaponize them?
I'm pretty sure that's against the UN treaty.
We don't have the UN treaty and
That's the upper northern territories. Well, the thing is that Halath is really close to the fungal forest, and if you were to destroy an entire ecosystem by mistake, that's why it'd be really good to cut it off here than to let it continue.
Haven, just saying. Or after we're done, cave this whole Magilla in if we can't completely stop it.
We can't just kill all the mushrooms in here. They're people too.
Not saying we don't try. I'm just saying, well, it's not like they're not going to survive. The Drow won't, but
The other thing is, why would all of their treasure be piled?
Because they're not right in the head.
Because there's a dragon coming.
It's a fucking mushroom dragon.
It's the Void Dragon. This is just how he.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, we've
Round two.
been in the void the whole time.
Round 2 -1 player.
God, why does just you have to have kids?
Because when a mommy and daddy love each other very much.
Well,
Or barely stand each other. They still have kids.
what we really need the next time we fight that Void Dragon is freedom of movement on everyone.
I may have had it at the time.
I did too.
Well, we didn't have any time to prepare for that fight.
Yeah, we didn't really know what was gonna, like, how bad that was gonna go. In our defense. It's not like a good defense, but it is kind of one.
We just waltzed in and let it happen.
And to be fair, thanks to the God of Death, we now have knowledge of that dragon, that fight, and that dragon doesn't have knowledge of us.
Oh,
Yeah, he probably
fuck.
still thinks we're inside of him.
No,
No.
we
And
rewound
let's
time.
We never went.
We never went. So he doesn't know that we know. We could literally use that to our advantage.
Or we could just let it be and live another day.
Or we could just feed Kaelor to the dragon. Wait.
Let's not do that.
Well, he did say he didn't want to eat him. Maybe just, a little bit of recruiting.
Just
Well,
fuck
then
him
he
raw.
wanted to eat him once he realized that he might actually be powerful and somehow gain more power than him.
Yeah, I think we gave him that idea, though.
Yeah, which I'm sure he probably remembers. I can't imagine his memory is that bad.
Plus, we can go steal that diamond and then not give it to our bard friend and just keep it for ourselves.
He's still there in that town.
No, he went back to Vethensold when he realized we disappeared. Or we decided...
Oh no, because we teleported that time right before we even went there. We said, hey, like, actually, we can't do this right now.
Yeah.
I gotta say, that was probably the weirdest 180. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and it's like, never mind, no, we're leaving. See ya.
We didn't even like be like, listen, we saw the future. It's not good.
Enjoy
Like,
your fart fly back to Death and Soul.
Let's go right now.
I'm gonna get a drink while we wait for this.
You do that.
What the hell?
He said he was sick.
Oh, that's true. That he was teething.
Yep. Poor kid.
I gotta say, it's a little fucked up. It hurts when you're teething, but when your baby teeth drop out, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like, even when the other ones are
Especially when
growing
they
back in.
when they get really, really loose. Ugh.
All right. Sorry about that.
You're okay.
So good.
Aaron can't pick him up, so I have to.
Oh, that's right. She's not allowed to.
Yeah, she's big and pregnant.
So hear me out, Jesse.
I'm hearing you out.
Purify food and drink.
Okay.
Would that work on this mushroom? Because technically you can eat mushrooms.
I think that that's something that's for something that is dead, or like a bad fish or a bad clam. You can purify that.
All right, fine.
As for something that is still alive, we go with no.
Fair.
Then you could just use purify food and drink on yourself if you got poisoned.
Cannibalism. Great.
Yeah, my only other guess would be lesser restoration.
You could do a medicine check.
Okay.
I will assist.
And this is for the big old boy.
And guns.
Yes, big old boy.
Okay.
Medicine. Not terrible.
I will assist you. You can do that.
Ooh.
You...
Boink.
Hey, 22.
27? I have advantage.
Oh, with
'cause I
advantage. That's right. That's right.
assisted.
27.
Yeah.
Again, this thing is alien. However, most things seem to react pretty positively whenever a greater restoration is used. You think that or greater magic might be able to do the trick.
All right, we're casting greater restoration on this thing. I want to see what happens. Okay, buddy, hold tight, okay?
All right.
Diamond dust.
Yep. I pull out 100 GP worth of diamond dust from the bag of holding. I kind of like smoosh it all across my hands, and then I rub it on the stalk of the mushroom, and I whisper sweet nothings to it as the whole mushroom lights up.
Hey.
Blinding
As
all of
the-
the Drow.
Probably.
And me.
Yeah, really. All right. As you release this enormous amount of magic upon this creature, it immediately begins to shake a little bit. There's a humming in the air as a lot of the Drow begin looking in amazement at what is happening, with like their mouth kind of slightly ajar, and as this creature begins to move and sway very slowly, as it responds back to you and just says, "I feel better."
Oh, I'm so happy for that. Does it seem to start looking better as well?
It does. And just as you are noticing this, he says, "Other Drow, not affected. One on the opposite side of me."
Okay. Can I go into the other side of him?
I'm assuming it's
It'll
the
take you-
guy.
It is not.
Oh no.
Karkar is still back in his big old fungal hut, clamoring away at whatever you've no idea.
The one that was
But-
burning the acid and stuff,
Yeah.
burning his hands and not realizing it.
And as you guys walk around, outside, away from the tents, away from the rest of them, there is an individual you could see kind of lying against the stalk, no legs at all. Another drow that looks really, really beat up and bad, and you could see that the fungus is growing out of the stumps of the legs. And as you approach, his eyes slowly open as he, mother, mother.
Oh god.
Let me guess. You're not one to eat their vegetables, are you?
I eat my meats.
But not your shrooms.
Shrooms are good if cooked right.
Are his eyes glazed over?
No, they are not.
Are you faking it right now? Because my mushroom friend already told me that you're not infected.
You are a mushroom friend.
Insight this guy.
I was
Sure.
gonna say insight with definite assistance.
It's an act.
I'm gonna punch him.
Oh my
Fuck.
god.
Damn it!
I follow
Yeah.
suit. I punch him too.
Dude.
Ow! Fuck! Okay, stop! You're hitting a guy with no legs! Jesus Christ!
You wanna?
Oh, we're hitting
to
a
that,
con
or-
man is what we're doing.
what did Elora say again?
I said, do you want to add no arms to that too, or you want to start talking?
Alright, fine. What do you want to know? Jeez.
How are you not affected?
Honestly, I think it's because of my mutation. I was supposed to be undergoing the Drider mutations just before I left Halath, and I think something in that may have prevented me from being affected by whatever this is. But I am affected as he looks down at his legs.
Oh, okay. So if you were about to become a Drider, why did you leave Halath?
Well, I was about to be a Drider for the wrong house, apparently.
What do you know of this infestation?
All that I know is that anything with an open wound is not going to have a good time, that's for sure. And I lost 2 of my legs trying to get out of Halath at the time. But, yeah. Just make sure you don't have any open wounds and you should be okay, I think.
Weird.
So, but weren't your legs open wounds when you got here? You just think it's because of your mutation?
Yeah, I'm not affected. I can see everything, hear everything.
You're
I
drinking the
think you're
same
real.
water, eating the same food?
For the most part, yeah, I think I can just handle it better than others.
Do I know what the mutation the Driders take in to become Driders?
You know that it's a series of poisons
Right.
over the course of several weeks, and you know that the likelihood of a individual becoming a Drider is very slim because they have to finish all the poisons, and if usually they die. It's like the Witcher.
Right.
You know, they're gonna die. Most of them are gonna die. But anyway,
Did
yeah.
did this? Were you here when this began, or did it begin before you got here?
I guess I crawled here a little bit after the majority of people got here, but they were lucid and fine when I got here, and it was just kind of a slow takeover. Weeks of time.
Did anything strange happen between that time and now? Anything out of the ordinary? Any visitors? Any changes in leadership? Any strange spores or creatures that came?
There were some weird creatures, actually. They appeared out of thin air, if anything. Uh, they looked like you, as he points to Sporelina, but not you. They looked shorter, weirder, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to guess. I'm not familiar. I know that there's different kinds of funglettes in the Rise of the Drowned module. I only looked at mine. So would I know that there are other funglettes that are smaller by nature than me?
As he begins to describe them, it is no kind of funglet that you've ever heard of.
It doesn't match like the little death cap myconids that we.
It indeed does, but they are not the same kind of funglets
Right.
as Sporelina, and it would not be anything that has been known on this plane of existence.
Strange.
And what about the name that we heard? What was the name that we heard from the guards? It is coming. We have to wait.
What was the name?
Did anybody write that down? Jesse.
Come on, Kertz. It is. Oh, hold on. I'll read it back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dungeon Daddy.
Xenoflora.
Xenoflora. Is it spelled with an X?
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Flora
Oh, God.
from the stars. Yeah, Xenoflora. Does that mean anything to you?
I've heard whispers. The people who have gone a little crazy has been saying about it, but that's all I really know.
Where did these strange little mushrooms appear? Like, what area of town did they appear in?
Honestly, just over there. Just they kind of appeared out of thin air. No clue where they came from. There's no entrance over that way, as he points to like a small alcove. And just as soon as they came, they left.
Yeah, I've heard of other like fungal demons, like Zugtami and stuff, but I've never heard the Xenoflora person or creature.
Can me and Barry go over to the cave and check out a little alcove and see if it looks like the ground was disturbed?
In fact, as you go around, you can see that the ground is indeed disturbed. And that type of fungus that you found buried in the mines all that while
The
ago,
freezing fungus?
you find here as well.
Actually, I do. So I was here for part of that session, and Sporelina greedily and happily rummages through her bags and takes out the frozen fungus spores that she collected so long ago.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so like, do you know how like they say, "Oh my god, it's like a full circle" or whatever? That's what it feels like.
No. Okay.
Kaelor, would you mind hitting some of this with some fire as we back up? See if we can get a reaction out of anything around here.
Okay, could you maybe not hurt the other fungals though?
No,
It's not
it's a
their
little
fault.
rock alcove. It's fine.
Okay.
Wait, you say a little fire or a lot of fire?
Just a little fire, please.
A little fire. See if we can elicit some response.
I back up a little bit and I send in just a wee fire bolt.
All right. As you send it over and it lights up into the soil, you can see the mold begin to exfoliate and explode as it follows the trail of heat that straight to your hand, and is gonna do 12 cold damage as it reaches your hand and frigidly cold hand touches you. And you can see the mold just kind of flumps to the floor after it followed the trail of heat. Apparently, it likes the heat.
Oh, fuck!
So it expanded with the heat.
It expands with heat.
I'm gonna prick my finger and try and hit it with some necrotic damage to see if that doesn't.
All right. Oh, I just got a new mouse and it's scrolling so nicely. All right. Let's see. Necrotic. All right. So, what are you gonna hit with?
My cantrip bloodletting. I prick my
And as
finger
you
and
hit
I
it-
flick my
Yep.
blood at it, and as the drop of blood leaves my finger, it expands into like a hand of blood and just slashes it through.
And as it slashes at the ground, the mold dies off, and you can see it kind of dissipating into the soil. Is it
Interesting.
Shriveled?
I'm gonna have Barry walk over to the disturbed soil and sort of rummage around through it as the mold retreats.
Uses that area as a litter box.
Barry, no look
All
at
right.
Barry while poop.
Okay, we turn around.
All right, so what's Barry doing?
He's just gonna take one of his large claws made out of spines and just dig through the dirt, because we had assumed that the mold was creating some kind of incubation for their younger spore. So I'm just gonna have him dig through to see if he sees anything below the dirt.
And as Barry digs a little bit further, you do find what looks to be a green seed. Now, you know that seeds do not produce mold, but this seed is about the size of your thumb, larger than you would expect. And seeds down here? The fuck is a seed doing down here? Like, why? There's no plants, it's fungus. Why would there be a seed here? Doesn't look like it's started its growth yet.
No germination on it.
No germination.
It definitely.
But you do. It most certainly does not look natural. It is emerald.
Ooh.
And
Ew.
Barry would also notice it's very hot to the touch. Very, very hot.
What?
In fact, Barry is going to need, as he touches, I assume he's going to touch it.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah,
be
I mean,
picking it up.
Yeah, he would take 8 points of fire damage as he picks it up.
Oh, drop it, Barry,
He just
drop
like
it, drop it.
hot potatoes
Put
it
it
for
down,
a
put it down,
second,
put it
and then
down.
like scoots it on over to it.
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna do a nature check on it, if you don't
Okay.
mind.
Perhaps an Arcana too, if anybody's well versed in that.
Nope.
Yeah, I could do that. I could check it out.
I
I would-
actually have an ability that allows me to use my nature as opposed to
Arcana. Nice.
Arcana.
All right. So with that 22, Sporelina, you're able to determine that this seed is not from this world. Not the biology that you've come to know of this world.
Is this the Xenoflora that they were talking about?
Perhaps. But it's getting really frustrating to not know everything.
No, it would not.
So smash seed.
Well, it could. I mean, we could. It could also just be there to feed the mold, since it loves heat. It could literally just be an energy source to keep the mold growing.
Well, does anyone know Ice Ball or something like that? Is Ice Ball a spell? I don't know all your sorcerer spells or wizard spells.
Yeah. I do know a cold spell. Yeah. Can I frostbite it just to see for fun?
Absolutely, you may. Go ahead and roll some damage. It's gonna hit. I'm not
Okay.
even gonna bother. It's gonna hit.
8 cold.
All right. It doesn't do nearly as much cold as you expected, but it still does damage it.
And it doesn't bite me back like it did with the fire.
Nope, no bite back.
Poke it with my sword.
You poke it with your sword. Doesn't seem to do anything.
I cone of cold it. No.
Did you want to like slash it?
Not yet. Are we destroying this? To the group? Yay.
I
Nay.
don't know. I don't know
don't
what we
know.
want to do with it.
Then I will slash it. I will
Alright.
make the decision.
I
Go
take it
ahead.
10 steps back.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good back.
going with Elora. I'm hiding behind Elora. I'm sorry.
hiding behind
using you as a
Barry.
meat shield.
All right. As Kertz makes contact with this thing, I'm assuming you like put it on a rock to make sure that it like stays where it is instead of the soft ground. You put it on the rock, and as you come down with the Klevekian Moonblade, it is immune to the damage that you
Oh.
were doing.
Dare I say thank God?
Dare I say sacred flame? if no one stops me.
I mean,
At
we're
this
not
point, it's
stopping.
personal. At this point, it's personal.
Calling from behind a rock. Keep working it, Kertz. You're doing very well.
Once I see the fire start to come out, Kaelor starts to back away.
It is not
Alright.
fire. It is radiant.
It's radiant.
Yep, go ahead and do some damage.
I still back away. I don't like radiant
I was
either.
gonna say I'm
Wow,
hiding
that
behind a
roll.
rock at this point.
Oh, yeah, it's a
That was a
creature.
real shitty.
That was.
It doesn't do nearly as much damage, but it still does damage. This little bugger is a lot more tough than you were expecting. It seems to be well protected. You could continually do your Sacred Flame if you so desire.
Step back,
Yeah.
Kertz.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'll
He steps back.
do some more bloodletting.
Kertz is a
Are we
little bit
seriously
ashamed.
gonna just deplete everything
Wow.
on this thing?
That's
Necrotic.
necrotic.
Yep, necrotic. It seems to do the full amount of damage. Still alive.
I'll do another one. I'm only taking a point of damage every time I do this, so. Here's a good roll.
All right.
That was better.
How far away are you?
25 feet.
Range of cool. Doesn't have.
I would be
pollen yet.
5 feet in front of everybody else. They'd be at 30 feet.
Yeah. All right. So you guys see as Elora does this immense amount of damage, this necrotic energy to the seed, you can just see the seed begin to burst open, little cracks coming out of it as it. And then finally bursts open in an emerald flame of acid fire exploding from it. None of you are close enough to take
Yes.
damage. But otherwise,
Why do I feel like it's like a firework that was supposed to be a mortar, but it turns into a sparkler fountain, but it's way too big?
this green flame engulfs the area surrounding this little seedling. But as this flame dissipates, the little seedling is no more.
That is odd.
That was interesting.
Very strange. alright.
Well,
I-
should we continue on?
You guys mind telling me what you were doing?
I don't even
Who
know
says
what
that?
we were doing.
The individual. But by the way, my name is Kondrat Kalan.
Gesundheit.
Just give a normal name like Steve. Like,
That's very, very
Come on.
topside or normative of you.
Yeah, very
That's not-
Kaelor of you.
that's not Kertz. That's me. That's me personally.
This is the legless guy.
Indeed.
Legolas. I'm just gonna call him Legolas.
Lieutenant Dan.
Well, he found that planted below where those little mushroom people appeared from, so we couldn't have been a good thing.
No, don't think it could have been. What are you gonna do now?
I don't answer questions to poison drinking abominations.
All right.
I've been pretty helpful. Can you spare some food, please?
The only thing I'll spare is your life.
I give him a good berry.
These things give me shits. All right, my mother gives
Well,
me
would you
these things
rather
all
have
the time.
shits or starvation?
No, she
Your
used to give
mom said-
me good berry all the time.
Your mom's a druid?
Yeah, she's in one of the tents nearby. She's not doing too well, I assume.
Ah.
Could I go to the guy that I healed of the fungus?
That's
Sure.
donated.
And I'm just gonna look at him and say, "They still coming?"
I thought he's dead.
Still coming. Still coming.
All right. Well, that didn't fix it. Whatever it is, should we go talk to Karkar?
yeah, who knows what he's doing with that acid?
Yeah. Okay, Kaka, come out.
Karkar, what are you gonna do with all that acid, all that ass inside that mushroom?
God damn it.
You just hear clamoring inside the mushroom. No response.
Buddy, please don't make us drag you out here. I am like super tired. We have been walking. My feet are literally barking.
Is there a door on the mushroom?
It was hard to see until he came out, but yes, there is a door.
I'm gonna have Barry rip the door off the mushroom.
Oh, ow! They can feel that, you know.
As Barry looks in and you all look in, you can see a drow very hard at work with boils covered all over him and fungus as well, glazed eyes as well, but lots of contraptions. This looks to be a massive alchemy laboratory, and to the best of your ability, you have no idea what this dude is doing. But he is just feverishly combining things, throwing vials into a pot, trying to take the ladle out and then... Yes. No. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. And then pour something else in there and just going at it. He's ignoring you. Totally oblivious.
I'm going to walk up to him. I'm going to prick another finger, and I'm going to grab him, and I'm going to kiss him. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
He true loves kissing this man right now.
How does Senna feel about this?
I'm just confused. I'm not upset
It's part
because
of
I
the-
know she would never. I know she knows better than to try anything with me, but I'm just confused.
Part of the spell, the blood that I prick off my finger, I wipe it on my lips before I kiss.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm just trying to see if he's not immune to the charm, which I thought he would be, but I guess not. All right.
They get a save. They get advantage on saves, right? Yeah.
I thought he would be immune to it, but he is not. Yeah, he is gonna have a. Yep, you're right. Natural 20.
Why does he get a
Drow.
He's the
Oh, they
drow.
just have advantage on all music.
Like elves.
Oh, okay. Charm effect.
Yes.
But otherwise, he just licks his lips and goes, salty. Salt. That's what I need. And he goes into a cabinet and looks for like salt or something and then starts throwing it into the pot.
Can I, with my superior knowledge in alchemy, figure out what he's doing?
Sure. Go ahead and make a alchemist check.
My alchemy kit?
Yeah. As far as you can tell, he ain't doing anything. He is spinning wheels.
Okay. Guys, he's not actually doing anything, so why don't we just like handle him out of here?
Yeah, I'll-
Okay.
I'll grab him under the arms, and as I'm I will take
Get out.
5
You
more
get out.
points of lay on hands to cure disease on him as well.
Okay. And as you cure the disease, the mushrooms kind of wither away a little bit, but the other aspect, whatever it is, the alien aspect, still remains. But as you do, he just says, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. It's taking over. It's taking over. I feel it taking me over.
What's taking you over?
Whatever
going
this
to-
is.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
greater restoration him.
All right. And as you greater restoration at him, he begins screaming with a just crazy amount of sound vibrating throughout the entire area. And as he screams, the massive boil on his neck explodes
ew.
around you. I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from definitely Sporelina and definitely Elora. I don't know who else is
So
around
the
you.
boil wasn't part of the disease then?
Oh God, it's all over me.
The boil was not part of the disease, no.
Oh, it was just
Oh,
a
no.
massive boil.
It was a massive boil.
I mean, that's a +5
full
because
11.
I'm next to Elora, but still, it's not enough.
Elora, you look good. Sporelina, you look good. Kertz, you barely look good.
I
And
don't.
Kaelor,
And
I'm gonna need.
And it's the worst.
I'm crying.
Oh, Sporelina,
just
you don't. I was looking
crying.
at your alchemist. You do not do good, and Kaelor does not do good.
Jesus,
So
guys.
first off,
I'm sorry.
So
At least it's just
it would be a
this.
15 and 14 for Kurtz and Caleb.
yeah, Kertz is okay. Kaelor is not. First off, take either full damage or half acid damage. For those of you who saved, you take half acid damage. For those of you who did not save, I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
Plus
no.
5.
Oh, thank God.
Cinna, you are okay. Sporelina, you are okay. And Kaelor, wisdom save is
Oh,
not okay.
no.
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Kaelor, go to the secondary voice channel for me, please.
Alright.
Oh, God damn it.
See, this is why I wanted to knock him out. This is bad.
This is fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not covered in.
I do have one
pus.
more higher level spell slot that I could use greater restoration on him, so
If only I remembered to do this. I don't even have lesser restoration.
Where's the icon of Ravenloft when you need it?
Yeah. No, I do have lesser restoration.
I'm just at this point I can't be surprised anymore. I mean I can be, but just not at our rolls.
What's the point in being surprised anymore?
Pizzazz.
Now, do you think it qualifies as a curse?
Pretty powerful curse to affect so many people. I don't like long whisper sessions. It's
I
not
don't.
never good.
It scares me.
And we're definitely not going to talk about how I could have given him advantage on wisdom saves.
naughty.
Well, I would have had to preemptively cast Beacon of Hope.
Boop. Ho, ooh. Boing.
I just have to look at Kaelor's character sheet to see if he has anything that would save him. Alright.
Do it.
So we have to kill Kaelor. Kertz is not going to participate.
Why not?
I don't want to kill his brother.
Oh, come on. You're the baby. You never had like a thought about killing your eldest brother? Come on.
Oh, I'm sure he has. He just chooses to ignore it.
Like a good person.
Boring.
Like the one time he decides to be a good person.
Oh, he can do stuff with ability checks, but not saving throw.
Okay. So the boil bursts, and you all kind of get a little bit of acid on you as Karkharshan just immediately says, I need to get out. Save me, please. We need to get out of here. Now.
Save you from what?
The Drow are coming. The Xenoflower's coming. We need to get out.
What is the Xenoflower? Where is it?
It's...
Can someone help me with this acid on my face? Like, I don't want to open my eyes.
I
Come
slap him for 10
I'm-
points of lay on him.
And I'm yikes, yeah.
I don't know. Just voices in my head. As soon as I wanted to get around, but the mushrooms kept me at bay. The mushrooms actually helped me. I don't know. They stayed off the infection somehow, but this Xenoflora, it is coming somehow.
When
Interesting.
did this begin? How long ago did this begin?
When we arrived here, we were trying to escape. Trying to escape. Trying to escape. I'm the leader. I'm the leader. I'm the leader of Forlorn, and I will hold power. Hold power.
Does
Even though-
Sporelina think that this might have something to do with the interesting looking mushroom cap that's about the size of my fist? He was definitely like connected to an archdruid of some sort. We got it the same time we got the evil book that Kaelor has now.
Because you made your rolls already and they're really high, I'll give you this. You know that this fungus disease does not do any good with these people in terms of slowing. It slows them down significantly, makes them kind of lose track of their train of thought and things of that nature. If this guy was also infected by something else, and he was saying how he wanted to continue on and spread whatever this was, you assume that the fungi was holding him at bay, and he was not spreading anything except for those who came to Forlorn, because the fungi was also infecting him and slowing him down and not allowing him to move on.
So, if that's the case, if they got here and the fungi slowed them down from spreading it, is it possible that they were allowed to leave Haloth because they were already infected with this, and it was part of the Drow's plan, or are they just not correlated?
I don't think they're correlated. We were running from the Drow through the fungal forest, and then we were, in essence, kind of pushed here, and we threw. God, that's a lot of gold. We threw all of our valuables into the center. I guess we were going mad. All of us were going mad. And now I don't know what to do. But I'm the leader. She tried to take the power, but I'm the leader.
Who
Me,
tried?
not her.
The Druid?
Okay.
The Druid. Yes, the Druid. She tried to take the power, but it's mine. And I'm the strong one. I was able to resist.
Who is she?
That's great.
Stephazia. Oof, that's a tough one.
Gwen Stefani got it. Who is she? Because if she's also the mother of the legless man, who is not infected by this.
I don't know, in one of the tents, I think. If she's still around or still alive.
Alright, well, I'm going to drag your body over to Barry here. You stay on him, because if you try to run, he's going to grab you.
Run with what?
Well, this
He
guy's
has legs.
like,
He has
guy
legs,
has
yeah.
Never mind. Wrong one. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm gonna go grab Legless Wonder and have him point us to Mommy Dearest's tent.
She's over this one. Over by that one, yeah. And as you guys look into this tent, you can see this drow is. You could tell that. Well, first off, she's covered in mushrooms and boils, etc., and all the things and the disease. But you can tell she was also adorned with some nice cloth, very nice cloth, some silken cloth. You know, you've not seen any drow with this kind of silken cloth before. None. It's very, very fancy. It's kind of been shat on a little bit and with all the disgusting stuff going on, but she obviously looks like a person of power or someone, a noble of some sort.
Sporelina, did you see you had one more left in you, or was that your last one?
I have one more.
Stephazia, can you understand me?
Stephazia waits for the sun lotus. Waits for the
Sun Lotus.
Can we roll on the sun lotus?
Go ahead.
What are we
What is
rolling?
it?
History?
Religion?
I'll
Nature.
do nature or
Yeah.
religion.
I will assist someone.
I can't
Provide
do
guidance.
jack shit.
There you go. Guide that shit.
God, my rolls are good tonight.
Yay.
Sporelina, you begin to put two and two together. Although
Oh
you've
my
never
God.
heard of the sun lotus, you're starting to think, wait a minute, a seed that is immune to fire and a seed that was starting to grow and releasing some sort of a spore upon these people. Xenoflora, not of this world. A sun lotus. A flower powered by the sun or heat. Again, you've never heard of this thing before, but you're realizing that it's all connected.
But we killed the seed.
Indeed.
Yeah, but where there's one seed, there's thousands more. That's literally seed's nature.
Well, this isn't your ordinary seed, however.
And there were people who came by and I guess planted it. So they might have only just planted the one and assumed no one would.
And
Must
if-
nurture. Must nurture the seed. Where is it?
Oh, we might have destroyed it.
More will come. Many more. And I will nurture it. I have been chosen. I am the nurturer. I will nurture.
Barry, could you look for more seeds, please?
Very.
Remember, no touching. Just point out when you find them.
Barry can make an investigation if he wants.
Yeah, that's gonna go real good.
I'll guide Barry. I'll help.
Come on,
Barry.
how many eyeballs does he have at this point?
Oof.
It's an 8.
Well,
Dang.
He's a
he's
-4
pretty
to
certain.
intelligence.
He's pretty certain there's nothing around here.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
help them look.
I was gonna say, can I just go with Barry and do that instead of Barry?
Sure. Yeah. As you help Barry, and you can be the roller.
Investigation, not intimidation.
As you and Barry scour the area with your no dark vision, you are pretty certain that there are no other cold spots that you could feel or soft soil that you can see. Kaelor, you were going to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna help them look.
Okay.
Grab
Make an
the seed.
investigation check as well.
We split up into 3 parties.
Sure. Barry is just there for moral support. Let's be honest.
He's the
Anything
muscle.
that's green, he picks and hands it to Kurt.
There's like a little gecko that is little green spots as he hands it to Kertz.
Squirming like
He
mad.
he is not gentle with it. He doesn't know how to be gentle with it.
Oh no! 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 No!
Doesn't.
Would the gecko have the mushrooms and stuff in it?
This one does not. No.
Oh.
But otherwise, you are pretty certain Kaelor, Kertz, and Barry, you do not find any soft soil anywhere. As for Staphasia, Staphasia. I like that one. Staphasia. She begins to, you can see her moving her hands and moving her lips as if she is about to say an incantation. It is none that you have ever heard of, Sporelina. And then she stops, and she expects something to happen, and nothing happens. You expect her, she looks like she could know some sort of druidic spells, but they are not
I'm gonna
working.
start speaking in Druid to her.
All right. Is that Sylvan or Druid?
Druid.
No, it's Druid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask her what spell she needs to cast.
A language of my people. Language of my role. Of my duties. And she, as you ask her which spell it is, I am drawing a blank. What is the spell that allows you to propagate growth in like a
Plant
mile
growth.
radius? Yeah,
Plant
that one. And she begins. She's like, must grow it, must nurture it, bring it life, allow it to come unhindered.
She's trying to propagate the bad growth. See, that was my other guess, was to help, like, see if I could do the plant growth and try to eradicate the rot that's in the ground, but plant growth is not necessarily for that.
It
So
she seems
Light
to
would be more or less like it.
she seems to be a powerful druid. Perhaps if we cleared her mind, both you and I.
how?
You hit her with a restoration, I'll hit her with the clearing the mushrooms from her system.
Back up this
Oh, I
time
thought you were just gonna
because
say you were gonna hit her.
Can you do greater restoration from a distance?
oh, I might not be able to. I forgot that they have to be a touch spell, huh? A creature you touch, bummer.
I will stand close by, and I will use Beacon of Hope.
That gives us a advantage on our wisdom.
How close?
Or-
do you have to-
30 feet.
Okay, so everybody else can get within 30 feet out. Just me and Sporelina. Perhaps Darling Dear, perhaps play a song for us.
Of course.
Just
I
in
don't
case.
have anything off the top of my head, but you have you both have some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
It's a Renaissance rendition of Wet Ass Pussy.
Sure.
There's
Sure.
some escorts in this house.
So
There's some.
I'm gonna have
Let's
Sporelina
go.
do the restoration first, so they clear whatever's in the mind out before I release the mind and from the slowness.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but I do have to use my 6th level spell slot for that, so I don't know
Okay.
if that helps, but I'm just throwing it out there.
We're gonna roll a d100 above 50. It does help.
Okay.
Oh, what away!
Yeah. So
As
close.
you use this empowered greater restoration on this very powerful druid, you are able to release her from her disease and her boils, as well as this xenoflora spore that was infecting her all at once.
It's Sporelina just trying to show off because, like, she hasn't met another druid in a long time.
And as the boils begin to wither away and the fungal growth begin to fall off of her body, you can see her. Where the hell am I?
Hi, welcome back. Welcome to Chili's.
How gets Chili's?
It's a
God,
dwarven fast
I'm-
food chain. It's don't worry about it. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's not great.
Does anyone have any water? Ugh, this
Yeah, here you
terrible
go.
taste in my mouth.
I will
Thanks.
give her some Wawa.
Ugh. A Funglette. I thought we made it out of the fungal forest.
Kinda. You're like right on the cusp of it.
Who the hell are all you?
We go by the
Order of the Winter Flower.
right. Yep.
Mhm.
But I'm Sporelina. You were in a pretty bad way. Your son's also not great, but at least he's not infected.
My son is here.
Yeah, he's a little legless. A
I thought
little
he
bit
was
shorter.
becoming a drider for our house.
What
Yeah,
house
well,
is that, by the way?
The exiled house now. House Frasian.
The Betrayers.
Indeed.
Oh, so
fun.
you are Matron Stephasia.
Was, but yes.
What exactly is it you did to offend Matron Malora?
Fucking bitch.
Language.
Is it
No, that's
because of the fact
deserved.
that you're a druid? Because, like, no offense, please don't take this personally. I have quite literally never met a drow druid before. You guys aren't generally into nature magic. I've actually been picked on by other drows for it, so I'm a little surprised.
Yes, my path is not exactly one of common through the Drow of Holoth, but my mistake was telling Matron Melora that it was foolish to trust the Vadir. And for some reason, she thought that that was insolence, and so decided to elevate House Zephyroth to the position of second house, and in the process sealing my fate of House Phrasen.
I start getting in his face. So you think that was your only mistake? You don't think your mistake was looking like this and just slaving and all the other horrible things you all do? I know it was no mistake. It's in your nature. You always do this. You all always do this. That's why we should need to cut you all down. I'm just getting really close, spitting in his face. I imagine some spittle's going in his
Perfect.
eye.
Her
Or
face.
her face.
I'm gonna just pull him. I'm so sorry. He fell and hit his head really bad as a child, so he's actually defective now. Maybe his siblings can take him.
Oh no, I tried already. I'm done trying anymore.
Yeah, I'll grab
I'm
him.
gonna let him embarrass himself.
Matron.
Hold on. As Kaelor is in her face, she's not having it, and she
And
is
now she's
going
got full
to.
power, so.
By all means, you do you, boo.
Going through her spells.
You're just gonna justify to him.
As it's not exactly how the spell is supposed to work, but as she gets pissed off with him, she kind of pushes him back a little bit and just immediately casts Wall of Thorns in between her and him. Kaelor, I'm gonna need a dex save.
Alright.
It's thin enough that it's only affecting Kaelor. The DC was a 20. So that is going to be 7d8.
It's just a
slashing.
matron of a house. She's high level.
Do not speak to me like this. Our way of life might not be what you want, but it is our way.
Matron, may I ask you a question?
As long as he keeps his mouth shut.
The way of abomination!
I
Dragging
just
him out. I'm
cover.
dragging
I
him
just
out.
cover his mouth.
Yeah, he's got him. Oh, Kaelor! Shit! All right, dexterity save. She
gets
is
+5.
through a wall of
God.
thorn. Hold on, she has a wall of thorns, so I think that's highly obscured.
Yeah. And then I think it is.
Nope, it says
That's
the wall
really
appears within range on a solid surface. Last choose the
just
wall
saw it.
blocks. Yeah, the wall blocks line of sight, so you have
Yeah.
no line of sight on her. So I don't think
Oh.
disintegrate or hold monster
He-
would work. So
Oh.
Hold monsters on
yeah, you can
Kaelor.
disintegrate the wall if you want.
Hold monsters on Kaelor.
Oh, that's Kertz.
He's had enough. He's had enough of this.
I'll disintegrate the wall then. I'm
All right.
angry.
The wall. How much health does it have?
I think you could like knock down one section with 25 HP.
Oh yeah, it disintegrates almost immediately.
Yeah.
She sees it, and now hold monster. Make a wisdom save, Kaelor.
Fucking gave him advantage on it too.
Oh!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna step in
I-
front of her, and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at Kaelor and just get the most sincerely derisive expression on my face, and I'm gonna be like, "Mind your tongue now, little man, or I'll cut it out and throw the rest of you away like a nightingale to Roman feast."
Oh. Wow.
Who are the Romans?
It's a
Great
dwarven
reference.
house. They run the chilies.
You can roll an intimidation check if Kaelor is up for it. Kaelor, you can roll just
Yeah.
a general charisma check. Or an intimidation check, a contested intimidation. Who
Okay.
is going to back down? You have to beat... Kaelor.
Oh no.
Elora is very intimidating. You try to puff out your chest, and you just can't.
See her eyes glow a little bit.
I get up really close to Elora's face, and I start to try to make my signature scowl, but it doesn't come out right. It looks more like I have a twitch.
More like you just have a bad case of the bubble guts. Some gas going on.
Anyway, you were saying...
I wanted to know a few things. Do you know of the fall of House and
Yes. Why?
You cut out.
Do you know anything of the twins? Where they escaped to?
Hold on 1 second. Now I need to remember my own lore.
That's the hardest part about DMing that no one ever talks about.
There's so much lore. As for the twins, remind me of the twins.
Twins named Agony and Nadal. The wizards of House Invidious used their illusion magic to hide them and fool Darren Ray into thinking that they were sacrificed. Because the rest of the house was wiped out.
House Invidious. As far as I know, they were wiped out, but with what you said, I'm not sure. Agony and I see it now. Okay.
So, do you know anything about this spore that has infected your people here? Do you know where it came?
I don't. We were all battered and bruised really bad, and we just decided to set up tent here and try to just recover. But before we even recovered, we were infected by the fungi, and then before we knew it, we started to lose our consciousness.
So, do you think the fungal forest is where you picked up the fungus? Or do you think it was in this cave specifically?
The fungus is, yeah, I think we picked it up anywhere in the fungal forest. But as for losing our lucidity from whatever the hell that was, the xenoflora, I think that came from here.
You know, and when you got here, was the body of water as tainted as it is now?
Yeah, it was actually. It was pretty bad, but it was enough water that we could survive a little bit. We're pretty hardy to poison, so didn't seem that bad of an idea.
Fair. Can I go back to talk to my giant mushroom friend now that he's probably feeling better, or they are feeling better? I don't think mushrooms really have a gender. Hi friend, are you feeling better?
Better.
Oh, so good. Glad to hear that. Do you know about how long ago you were infected?
Weeks.
Okay, yep. Can you tell me which direction it started coming from, perhaps? Like what side it affected of you first?
You see, like, the little filaments of the mushroom top begin to move, and a lot of spores begin to fall down, and they fall down only in one part of the giant mushroom cap encapsulating this entire area, and it's right where the area that you guys found the seedling.
Ah. Okay. Do you remember any other Funglette type creatures like me that came in here and perhaps buried that frozen seed?
Not Funglette. Not shepherds. Not shepherds I know.
Right, right. Not like me, but they were mushroom creatures, yes?
Didn't feel like mushroom creatures.
Mm.
It is theoretically possible that whatever is affecting them is just cumulative, and within 48 hours, it's possible now that with the seed gone, whatever is affecting them will cease on its own. You would just have to clear you all of any remaining fungal infection.
It also help my people now. Now that I'm awake, as she stands up and walks out the tent. I'll have to figure out a way. I can probably figure some way to make some mushroom staff and use it as an arcane focus, but I could probably help my people as well if that doesn't work, as you said, Elora.
No, this might be outside of your comfortability zones, Sporelina. but perhaps you could work with the matron here and create some kind of antifungal medicine for them to ingest to wipe this out of their system.
Sure. I mean, the fungus I was very aware of. It was just the other part of it that I didn't know anything about, right?
Well, it's some kind of a spore, right?
Well, I know there was like 2 fungal infections that were
Right.
affecting them. One I knew, the other one I did not know anything about.
And you can assume the one that you didn't know anything about had to do with the xenophlora.
Right.
Yeah. So I will happily try and make oh, I know. Because Sporelina is just like a little bit petty, I am going to make a suppository to get rid
That is cool. That is just
of their
cool.
fungal infection.
Okay. As this occurs, you hear, "I'm the leader! I'm the leader!" As he is going to rush forward with what looks to be a dagger against Matron Stephasia, and is going to hit her.
I'm going to use my reaction to block the damage.
Oh. All right, that's 12 points of damage plus 4.
And hold monster on him.
And hold monster. He has
That's
plus 3.
I took up 10 of them.
He is immediately held. Leader! I'm the leader of Forlorn! Leader!
I think his brain is like lost a little bit.
You think?
Ah, just off him if he's gonna be this much of an issue.
Well,
Gladly,
we should...
and I'll stab him.
Oh
Well,
god.
no. Leave him to Kaelor. Let him get some of the anger out.
Yeah, Kaelor does have to get some of the anger.
I'll have Barry pick him up and drag him. I'm gonna drag Kaelor over to the little alcove at the back and just give him a little private.
Kaelor?
Bring him up like a punching bag.
Kaelor, what do you do?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I needed one more body, so
Oh god.
You have a minute before he starts to move.
You see Kaelor go up and whisper something in his ear. And now we're going to, where is it? Make sure I got the right one here.
Kaelor,
Yeah.
can I send you to the secondary voice channel real fast?
Yes.
oh no.
I'm scared.
Uh,
Reminding you all that Elora is not a good guy.
Why are you like this?
I mean, I don't. Who cares about this
Is
guy?
it mommy
honestly.
issues or daddy issues? Or both?
Being that I
Alright,
don't
Kaelor.
remember either of them.
1 second. 1 second. All right. Hold a moment. I need to get this right.
I hear clicking. Mad clicking. The clicking is maddening.
Clickety clack,
Oh,
that's fucked
alright.
up, Jack.
You start seeing something very bizarre. You've never seen this happen before. Kaelor starts dancing. And as he slowly starts dancing, humming a tune, he starts to walk backwards,
Are you reservoir dogging this shit?
keeping on dancing, backing up further,
Oh god.
and then fireball.
All right, roll that damage. He's held person, so he automatically fails. 27 points. I was expecting a lot more. But with that 27 points, this guy was already inches from death from the disease and everything. How do you want to obliterate him?
Leave the body. I gotta have some skeleton left.
Oh god, it's exploding. There's chunks flying. It's mayhem.
Hmm.
Gather the
And
pieces,
all that
Barry.
is left is some burnt chard of skeleton.
Gather
Well,
the
with that's
bone.
over with, I can begin to help these individuals. But you, as she points to the Sporelina, you were able to help me. Your magic is quite amazing, advanced even.
Oh, thanks.
From
I got
one
it from my mom.
from one druid to another, can I guess, how can I repay you?
Well, for starters, if you could cut my crazy friend some slack. I know he's crazy, but he is nice. But it really no need to really repay me. I just, we do what we can.
Well, as a druid, I do have some specialties. Am I able to show you them and maybe teach you a little bit if you have time?
Would love that. Yes.
I think we could spend the night here. A couple hours before bedtime still too, so.
I was gonna say I also do have an extra druidic focus. Because I got my original one in my gear, and then my Oath of the Green Shield acts as my focus.
That would be perfect. It's no spider fang, but it should work.
Yeah, I mean it's it's attuned to my circle, so not going to be perfect, but it should get you through.
Also, is there any information you could give us about Haloth? We are planning on a little incursion of our own to figure out what's going on specifically with House Gullion.
You want to take on House Gullion?
That's kind of the plan.
I'll just pull out Goofy's head or whatever his name is and toss it on the ground in front of him.
We've already started. I know this makes us look like homicidal maniacs, but I promise you, it's only Elora and Kaelor, and maybe a little bit of Kertz.
And to be fair, they are enslaving humans up above and down below, and
Right. Yes, fair.
Also, by definition, I am a genocidal maniac.
Well, that is a rather attractive trait sometimes, but from what I know, if you've killed Gailuf, the matron has most certainly been spying on you.
I mean, fair.
Have you had any run-ins with other individuals from House of Gullion?
ooh, did we tell her about Makinga?
No.
Well, we can kill her if it goes bad.
That's true. Only one who seemed to be not your typical bloodthirsty maniac.
Can we make sure that his head is away and all of his equipment is away in like a bag of holding before we talk
Sure,
about
yeah.
this? Thank you.
Also, you could do a sense magic to see if there's a sensor around it.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll detect magic to see if I can see any sensors around. Looking at
Not
us.
at the moment.
Okay. All right, continue.
As Makinga has approached us, no specific requests about what we should do or what we should do, but she seems to be not completely in line with the wants and desires of the matron.
Inga. Well, I guess that makes sense. Strange one, that one. She always kind of stuck to herself and didn't really associate herself with anything Haloth. I would rarely see her outside of the Spider Goddess Temple and Tolgorth Tower. She would, pretty sure, just spends her days in the dungeon down below.
As far as Gullion, she's the only one that we've come to know. We do know that the matron is collecting souls for her deity.
Yes, and that is the reason why I got the boot. It's because I told her not to trust the Vadir. That any gift to them, or gift from them, would not be a benefit to us.
Why?
I didn't trust the Vadir. I could tell that they had other agendas other than trying to assist Haloth.
Oh, trust me, they're trying to get that gift back, if I remember correctly.
The Vertifact, of course.
Yeah. They don't like the way that she's been using it. They think it's like against their traditions or whatever.
Because she's siphoning souls away from them.
Right.
What of your...
Well-
how many are you here? How many people do you have here?
I don't know, a few hundred, a couple hundred.
Are
We're
any...
all pretty beat up. I mean, we had to escape through the fungal forest, and we were hunted as well.
Oh. Were you hunted by animals?
We were hunted by House Gullion. They have patrols regularly through the fungal forest, at least through certain parts of the fungal forest.
Well, what are your plans? Are your plans to stay here forever? Are they to one day return to Haloth, or what is your end goal here?
As long as Matron Maelor Gullion is the main house, first house of Haloth, I will not be able to return. And I do not wish to stay here either. I wish to leave. We were only meant to be here for a little bit of time to recover and then continue on.
Continue on where?
Anywhere other than here. Anywhere that we can find and use our spare gold that we were able to escape with and find a new city, or at least a village. Something just to start over.
What are your peoples here? What are your thoughts on communication and integration with other races?
It is not our way. Definitely not something that we would look into. But with what's happened, and how useful it could be if we start out our own civilization, we might have to. It's not unprecedented that Haloth worked with other individual cities. There was a time that Haloth and Embla got along swimmingly.
Do you think with the Gullions gone that could return?
I will never set foot back in Haloth while the Gullions are in power. But I think that is definitely possible. Matron Maelor Gullion might be a psychopathic bitch, but she is powerful. And as long as she holds the power, it will constantly be at war with the rest of the world.
Do you have any tactical information that might be of use to us in our infiltration of Haloth?
Well, there's a lot of things to consider. There we go.
I feel like Kertz would like perk up when she starts talking about this.
He's trying to act all cool and
Act
collected.
chill, act calm.
Just
calm,
slowly
calm.
takes out a
But
piece
he-
of charcoal and a notebook.
A little bit of drool comes out of his mouth, and
Olgoroth Tower and the Spider Goddess Temple are in the center of the city, isolated on a plateau of sorts. There's only really one way to get in there, and that's through the entranceway of the Spider Goddess Temple. A long stairway that leads up into the body, or just underneath the body, of a long since dead skeleton or exoskeleton of a spider. About maybe 5 stories high. It's quite a large spider, yes.
And how attached are you guys to having those intact?
I would prefer them to be intact. At least the Spider Goddess Temple. Torgorth Tower can fall for all I care. That was actually Maelora's doing. She built it just behind or just around the Spider Goddess Temple, putting my god to shame.
Got it. Tower, destroy.
Um,
Temple, try not to.
This
Got
is re-asking. Is the spider goddess in this campaign different than Lol?
Let me.
Because there is the Nefertiti whatever goddess that we know the Golians are sacrificing things to. That is a spider,
Okay.
but I don't know if
Okay,
that's
Naronius. Yeah,
Is-
there's Naronius.
is
And then
Neronius.
there's Havika.
Oh, I'll
uh,
ask the matron. Which goddess is yours?
Let me reading.
Double check. Hold on.
Marking the page for the Lord.
I'm gonna make it up. It's gonna be Havika, as she is the goddess of chaos, darkness, liberation, and travel, and us Drow, who also worship the spider in a different way than Neuronius. That is who we look to. But Havika has been overshadowed recently by Neuronius's devout worshippers and matron Elora.
Got it.
So, the only way to the tower is through the temple.
That is indeed true.
The pellet with the poisons and the vessel with the pestle. In that case, being you have such a connection with the temple, do you have any guidance as to perhaps a secret way of getting in and out of the temple itself?
Making your way up the stairs will be the most difficult part. Once you are inside the temple, you can skulk about all you want. But going up those 5 stories of stairs, it's just a straight line upwards into the mouth of the beast. I don't know. Unless you have a way to go invisible, it's going to be difficult, for sure.
We can travel as farts. I think we might be helpful.
He's talking about Windwalk.
I don't know how good Windwalk will help. The temple is guarded by some powerful magics. And as soon
Yeah.
as you enter its vicinity, it makes magic a little strange.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it dispelled it altogether.
I will also say that there are watchtowers, guard towers, all throughout the city. Especially as you come back from the fungi forest, if that's the route that you're going to take. Make sure to be watchful of them, and try to avoid them if you can. They will sound the alarm, and then you'll have half their army up your ass.
If one wanted to cause a distraction or chaos within the city to cover movements through it, is there a best place to cause such a havoc to draw attention away from the tower?
Well, the towers are all over the city, and there are a few areas. The Royal Spider Warrens, the Royal Mushroom Farms, and the Royal Livestock Pens are pretty heavily guarded. If anything happened to the slave quarter, I don't think anyone would really care. Yeah, there's the low market and the high market as well. That could definitely stir up some trouble. And then, of course, any of the houses would stir up their own trouble if you wanted to attack them, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I think High Market sounds like a good plan.
Either that or the fungal farms.
High Market is on the opposite side of the entrance to the temple. So if you are able to cause a distraction in the High Market and make your way to the opposite side of the city, to the entrance of the Spider Goddess Temple, that would actually might work.
I really like messing with the rich people.
It might just actually refer to location.
Does it refer to location or how much
It-
money the person has to
It
spend?
offers the High Market offers quality goods, including expensive poisons, well-made
dankest
weapons,
of weed.
magic or mundane, torture equipment, leather goods, silk, jewelry, clothing, oil, high-quality slaves, upper world produce, excellent wines, and the best foodstuffs in the underworld. It is also possible to buy illicit goods, though this has been much more difficult to do in recent times, as the punishment for hiding items useful for the war effort is the sacrifice of important internal organs to Neuronius over a period of several days. In the following order: kidney, lung, liver, kidney, lung, heart, and brain. and the clerics will make sure that you feel everything.
Lovely. What a beautiful culture.
Kurtz, could I borrow your writing utensils there?
I can give you a spare.
Just matron, would you kindly draw us the symbols for, or the symbol for the House Frasian? It might come in handy in part of the distraction.
If I had a symbol, I would.
You could just say she does it, and then
She
we can
does
figure
it.
that out later. I think you've been very helpful, matron. We'll stay the night and do anything that we can to help your people here before we move on.
You've already done so much, and I want to teach your druid a few tricks that I have.
Teach me things. Teach me things.
Before you step away with her for what I'm assuming will be several hours, I'm gonna pull down the actually it's gonna be hard and plate mail. I'm gonna pull my necklace out and show her the symbol of Tiraslene and look, like, nod over to the pile of treasure. Do you know if you have anything over there that matches the symbol?
And what symbol is that? Sorry.
The symbol of Tiraslene.
Tiraslene. As far as I know, I don't believe so. It's just treasure that we had when we were trying to escape Halaf. I don't really know what's in there, but you're welcome to take a look.
I appreciate that.
Just assume it's gold and gems and stuff.
Well, ladies, I'll leave you to your work. If you need anything, let me know.
Yes, give me things. Teach me things.
All right. As you guys go off and she begins teaching you things, she's trying her best to also, what do you call it? Keep track of her individuals who she is ready to greater restoration in order to wake up from their dismal
Right.
life currently. But let me. This is annoying. As she teaches you some different druidic ways, you begin to understand different ways to morph your body, ways you did not know possible. And by the end of the night, you are able to morph your body in the ways of a spider druid. And you can use your wild shape now to utilize certain stat blocks that I am about to send you, that I am currently trying to send.
Nice.
Mighty
Wait.
Morphin Power Sporelina.
That's right.
But in essence, you have the... I'm just going to read them to you, and I'll send them to you later. The Ghost Walk Spider.
Oh, fuck yeah.
CR9. The Giant Spider,
Oof.
CR1. The Ink Block Spider, 1/4. Phase Spider, Challenge 3. The Shadow Spider, Challenge 5. The Sloth Spider, Challenge 6. The Tunnel Spider, Challenge 2. The Venom
Channel.
Spider, Challenge 7. The Water Spider, Challenge 1. And lastly, but not leastly, the Heritage Spider. This will cost you 2 of your, whatchamacallits, wild shapes.
Got it.
Challenge rating 12.
Jesus Christ. That is...
Nice.
Guys, we did a really good thing here.
Yeah. So this guy, or does that say no? I'm Sporelina. I have to help out my fellow druid. We all are all interconnected.
Your wild
obviously.
shape just basically
We're
changed into polymorph, and that's...
Yeah.
Could Cinna and I and Kertz for guidance look through the treasure for anything interesting? I'm specifically looking for Tiraslene, so I'll give Cinna advantage, and toss the inspiration that I have on it.
Does anybody ever feel like we use Kertz like a common whore for?
Well, he is a
And
common
that's
whore.
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Kertz, you're an
he is a
uncommon
common
whore.
whore. He's a powerful uncommon whore.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
I would say
sorry,
you're
that
at least
12 wasn't
rare.
supposed to be there.
I'll add the inspiration I still have on there.
All right, tell me what it is. I'm currently trying to snip things.
Plus guidance. It would be a 33.
Ooh, boy. Let me think. Tearsleen, would they find it here? Tearsleen. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think it
Okay.
would be here because it's House Frasian. All right. So, what do you guys do as you get ready for bed?
Oh.
Just kind of
Quick question in the instant fortress, was there any Drow house markings inside of it?
house markings.
That would tell me what house he was looting all this shit from.
It wasn't necessarily Drow. It was just all of his escapades throughout the years.
Right. I thought he said that he had found the fortress from a Drow in Hawath.
I thought it was from your family that he took it.
Not the
No.
fortress. Yeah, not the fortress.
That would be impossible.
You know what? Yeah, he would have had that. So let's do this. Flipping. Let's see. I would have to read this really quickly, but it's one of these, and I just have to remember which one it is. I will get back to you on that.
That's great.
Send it to me via a text or a Discord thingy. All right, Kaelor, what are you doing for the night?
Oh, I'm gonna bat up and find a nice cozy place in the camp for the night.
Bat up, all right.
Yep.
After Sporelina learns all her fun things, she is going to turn into a ghost walk spider, and then she's going to crawl up on top of the large 200-foot tall mushroom, and she's going to lay on it, and they're going to talk like they're besties at a sleepover all night. Then she'll fall asleep so she gets full rest. She's not going to give herself exhaustion, but
yeah. And you guys swap stories about different escapades that you have been through. He describes his life as a kind of. He used to be a type of a character who was able to walk, and then he finally settled down, as he would say. But he does one day wish to move again, as his what's it called? Myocid goes deep within the world, and he can transfer his consciousness to any part of the world that he wishes, and
That's
he
right.
wants to do that at some point.
That's beautiful.
All right, Cinnamoira.
I am just going to actually try to enjoy an evening with Elora. I'm not doing anything crazy, just trying to relax and realize just contemplating life.
we're lucky to still be alive at this point, honestly.
Yeah, basically just kind of like realizing, oh, I should have been dead about 3 times now. But nope, I just want to spend a nice evening with Elora.
Okay, and Kertz.
I assume the Druid lady is going to be going around helping her people.
Yeah.
At this, yeah, I'll follow around, and since they are like legitimately injured, otherwise, he'll do his best to medicine them up as best he can. Not using any spells, just sewing up wounds and using first aid.
All right. And Elora.
And as he's doing that, Sporelina shoots her web out of her butt at Kertz just to try and like catch him for a little bit, just for fun.
So, two things. One, with the 33 investigation of the treasure, did we find anything interesting? Or is it just all like bits and baubles from their houses that they grabbed on the way?
Yeah, exactly. It is exactly that.
Nothing.
They were escaping. They grabbed as fast as they could, as quickly as they could. It's mostly gems, jewelry, and other things. You're pretty certain none of this is magical.
Cool.
You see diamonds and Alexandrite, though. I will say that.
From the diamonds.
Yeah, we did use some diamonds, so we'll
For them.
we'll take
Yeah.
the diamonds and Alexandrite.
All of it?
Well, how much is there, Jet?
Let's see. There is 100 worth of diamonds
That will replace one of the greater restoration.
and 400 of the Alexandrite.
Yeah, we'll take all of it.
That'll
That's literally
replace the other two.
literally everything that we've spent.
Hey, that was random chance.
Yeah, that's great.
It was random chance.
And then I will also spend an hour with Barry, upgrading him to tier 4.
Mm.
And
Describe what they see.
I don't want to. These people have been through a lot, so I sort of take it over to the alcove. So probably the only person who sees it is Legolas. And it's basically I take the burnt up body and sort of break the skull in half and stick one over either nipple on Barry. And then as we begin the ceremony, I slit across one of my wrists and pour blood down each of his nipples, and the 2 more arms sprout out from either side of him. Just like his 2 arms are basically made of like femurs, and then spinal cords for fingers, and then the other 2 arms come out, and they're like full bodies that just have their hands sort of cupped as like a pincer. And yeah, so he has more multi-attacks now and can throw farther. So
Nice. All right, and I think that is a wonderful location for you all to end.
and then I
and
fuck
take a
the
long
shit out of
rest.
Cinna.
Oh, okay, awkward. Does Barry watch like a dog? You know how like sometimes Inara will sit at the end of the bed and cry that we're not hanging out with her?
No, he sits with his back to us, giving us private.
Barry
He's
is the
all
shadow
right.
of the wall.
Well, thank you all. If anyone joined us, I see one person did. So
Let's
thank you all.
Strap on my Alexandrite dildo.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
And we are gonna call